Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm here to talk to you about the more painful part of the new project I've started, which is my DIY dress form by Bootstrap Fashion. Now, every time you start a pattern in general, or you're going to start working from a pattern, you have to read what the pattern requires of you, and usually they come with a materials list. So I'm going to show you what the pattern included. So I printed out my pattern, and I highlighted all the things that I needed, or the things that I could buy in person, or could find easily. And I went from this list when I went shopping that they included. I didn't deviate too much from it. I did make some different fabric choices than they did, but that's going to happen when you work on a project like this. Now, the first thing it calls for is the self fabric, or the main body of the fabric, which they say they want a non-stretch whatsoever woven cotton. With me, I want this to be a little more durable, so what I went with was a duck cloth canvas that was, I believe it's 9 ounces per yard. I believe that's its weight. So for that fabric, I got it on sale. It was, I think, 40% off of home decor at Joann's, where I bought it, and home decor and utility is what I think it was called at the sale. And for the duck cloth, which I have my handy dandy cheat sheet here, I paid $34.95, and I got 6 yards of it because that's also going to be my internal support that it calls for. Then it told me that I needed 2 1/8 yards roughly. That's their estimation for the plus size dummy, and I'll tell you that with this, I picked up a little extra. I think I picked up 3 yards for that, and I just went with it to see, because the fabric's a lot heavier weight, so that makes the next fabric that I bought maybe null and void. The next thing that asked me to pick up was fabric-based fusible woven interfacing. Everywhere I looked for the fusible version of the woven interfacing, I couldn't find. So I ordered the sew-in kind, which I'm fine with doing the extra work on the sew-in. It doesn't bother me. It's just a lot of extra work and a lot more time invested into it and a lot more top stitching, which I'm okay with. I could pick up fabric adhesive spray and spray it and then press it down, iron it, and then top stitch it just in case nothing happens. But we'll see what I decide to do when I get to that point. Now, I picked that up also at Joann's on sale for, where are you? That one was on sale with an online exclusive sale along with a discount, which was $14.34, so $14.34. And so far, I'll save that for the end, actually. The next thing, I haven't gotten my cardboard yet, but it's not going to be a problem to get. The sponge. Now, I had a hard time with the sponge. They call for sponge. So I searched high and low for a sponge that would be big enough. I searched online. I've searched in store. I searched everywhere. So what ended up happening was, my mother's an artist, so we buy her the bathing sponges, the big round ones, and she cuts them up and she uses them for stippling and all this stuff. Well, I knew that was going to be an option, but I knew it would be slightly too small. So I'm going to do an experiment when I hit the point of stuffing the neck. The other option I had was picking up 3-inch thick upholstery foam, or 1-inch thick, and getting 3 layers of it, which is what I ended up. I got both the sponge as well as upholstery foam. I get why they might want the sponge. It won't break down if you stick needles into the neck as much as it will with foam. So I understand that. So I'm just trying to figure it out, which one I want to use. I picked up both options. The sea sponge was $1.97 at my local Walmart, and then the package of upholstery foam was $6.99. That's not including tax whatsoever. Then the next thing, oh, my 2 zippers, which I don't think I wrote down on my grand total list, which would give me a slight deviation. My 2 zippers came out to $6, I believe I have the receipt somewhere. But they came out to $6 for 2. They were $3.99 each. I had a 20% off coupon, or 30% off coupon that I applied to one of them. So I picked up 2 zippers. Let's see, the next thing, it's not a big deal. $6. Then the next thing, it's this craft glue, which I'm just going to use E6000 when I get to the point where they call for craft glue, or maybe another glue. I'm going to play around with glues and see which one I like with the fabric that I picked. Small razor knife, thank God I have one. Wood, plastic, or metal coat rack stand. Now, with this, I went on the hunt. I was searching for the best value, the one that was least likely to tip. I read all these Amazon reviews, so I bought mine on Amazon. I paid for my Amazon coat rack $32.31. Now, I picked up one that had an amazing review. It was all 5 stars. It had 4,000 and it still had 5 stars. So I went, okay, I'll try to link it down below. I really liked it. I'm not going to cut mine the way the pattern says to, because all of the arms of mine don't have to be on there. They're all swivel. They all come on and off. Every review says they don't have to be on there. So I'm going to go and just not cut it because I want my dummy to stand or be roughly the height I am. So that'll work out perfectly. The stand comes out to 5 foot 3 inches. Yeah, 5 foot 3.5 inches. And then I think with the neck, and depending on how it's stuffed and how everything lays, it should roughly be shorter than me by a little bit, which, I mean, I'm not happy about, but it's a thing. The plastic tubing. I picked up the plastic tubing through Amazon also, and that I paid $13.94 for. Yeah, $13.19. Sorry, $13.19 for. So there we go with that one. My next thing was my polyfiber fill. Now, I picked that up at Joann's. The only reason I picked it up at Joann's was because it was 50% off, and I could apply a 20% off coupon. So it was $24.99. So yes. Now I'm going to tell you the grand total, and then we're going to talk about it. Oh, and the pattern itself cost $24. Now, the grand total of the project so far, not counting miscellaneous things I'll have to pick up like threads or different glues, or let's say I mess up cutting my tubing, buying new tubing, the miscellaneous kind of random things that just come up when you're working on a project. The total came out to, for what I paid, if we just go by no sales, no discounts, was $148.61. Which I will tell you, I have found stagnant sewing dummies that I could just have ordered on Amazon for $200. So far, this is coming out to under that, so I'm good. But if this comes out to over 200, I'm going to be a little irritated, considering I could have bought one that's 3 inches smaller than me and just padded it up, which it would have been good practice on padding. So that is my mindset on that. Now, here's the stick. If I hadn't gotten my discounts at all, like every store, I got them at an amazing discount. Like my total for Joann's, because I could apply a 20% off coupon on everything, including a 20% off on everything, including sales of price items, I got a really good deal. If I hadn't had the deal and there had been no sales going on, I'd have spent $202.32, which, because that doesn't have the zipper in it, so it'd be $208.32. I would have been very irritated. Actually, it would have been a little more, because $3.99, so $4, $8 more, so $210. Because I didn't include the zippers into the total, and the zippers I did get for a discount too. So I would be very angry at this. Well, not angry, irritated. I would still do the project because, well, it's fun and it's a nice thing to do. Now, as far as cost-wise, this is an expensive project so far. It is not the easiest project. Now, I could have picked up the polyfill at Walmart for $25. I paid $24.99 plus an additional 20% off. So that works out to roughly $4 or $5. So I paid $20 for the polyfill, which was still cheaper than going to Walmart. It's one of those situations where you have to weigh the pros and cons and shop around. I'm happy so far with the project. I haven't cut anything out yet besides assembling and cutting out the pattern, which we will see how the assembly goes once I get to that step. So yeah, that should be the next video, will be my sewing and construction and talking about that. And then my final video will be my overview of the project. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? And the final total cost of everything. So yeah, I think I've inserted pictures over everything. To tell you right now, I know for a fact I'm gonna have to cut the tubing down. So I don't know if I'm gonna go pick up a PVC pipe cutter or if I'm just going to use a handsaw to cut it. I haven't decided yet. I own a handsaw, and that would save me about $30. I'm going to keep my eye out to see if I can find the fusible woven interfacing. I doubt it, so I'm probably just going to use what I have. And then the stand, I haven't opened it yet to see if anything's missing. So if you guys are curious about seeing how this goes, just shoot me a like, favorite, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys have made this before, because I'm really curious to see what happens and if other people have. So yeah. Let's see, what else? That's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Do you like what you see? Then subscribe!